In this short tutorial, we're going to take a look at how to make a Storybird story. So the first thing we're going to do is you would need to sign up for a free account. I've already signed up for one, so I'm going to go ahead and click Sign In. It's going to go ahead and sign us into Storybird. Once you are in here, you have some different menus up at the top. If you just want to go straight to creating something, you can click Create. Explore allows you to see what other Storybirds are out there. Or you can go to your You category and you can get to all of your settings and your dashboard, which we will cover in a different video. But for this video, we are going to create a brand new Storybird. So the first thing that you do is you have to pick your art. And so what they will do along the left-hand side here, they can give you some suggested tags or subject areas, or you can see some featured art already out here. If you don't like what you see, you could go ahead and do a search. So let's say I am looking for art that is possibly going to be sad. I can go ahead and click that, and now you can see I've got some examples. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this piece of art right here. And it's going to say, are you sure you want to use this? And so what you're doing is you're getting this picture, but you're getting all the other pictures in the collection. And so I'm going to use this art for a story. And so now our story is ready to go. We have our story timeline down here at the bottom. So the first thing I like to do is I like to go back to the cover. And you'll see you have 4 choices, but for the free version, we're only going to use the classic. And you can see it went ahead and put that picture on there. If we wanted to put a different picture on there, we could simply just drag and drop on, but we're going to go ahead and leave that picture. And so I'm going to go ahead and add my title. This is going to be The Fight. And you can see it put my username down right here. If I did want to change this, I can simply go ahead and change it that way. And we do have some options here. We do have some color options that showed up. And so I've got this all ready to go. So now that that is good, I'm going to go ahead and use this little arrow here to get back to my menu. And so now I'm on to the first page. And you can see here I have my picture. And this is where I can add my text. So I'm just going to make it something very quick. The girl was unhappy. And so now if I want to add on, I can simply click the plus button to add a page. And so when I do that, I'm going to go ahead and get here a blank page. And so now I have all of this different artwork that I can use. And this artwork extends. I'm going to scroll over a little bit. You can see there's other artwork I can use, but this is all from that collection. And it's all from the artist. So you can see I have all of these over here. So I'm going to go ahead and I want to use this picture. You can see I can drag it there. It's going to show the space that it's going to take up if I want to put it there. And so now I have my typing area. And so what's interesting about Storybird is you actually really start with the picture. So when students are doing this, they might have a story idea in mind, but the pictures may dictate what they have to do. So sometimes teachers will have students go ahead and add all their pages and put in some of the images that they want. And so we'll drag this one over. You can see here as I drag it not quite as far, it's not going to take up as much space. And so that is really all there is to creating a Storybird story. You can save when you're at the bottom here. And then I can come to my menu and I can save and close. When I'm all finished, I can actually publish this out and there will be a link that I can send out to people. And the cool thing about this is I can also invite somebody to collaborate on this story. So if I choose to collaborate, if my teacher has set up class lists, I can actually choose the student right there. No email addresses or anything are needed whatsoever. So here's an example of a completed Storybird story, one I wrote several years ago. So as I scroll through, you can just kind of see, I'm telling the story. We're using the images that were provided by the artist group that we picked. And so you can create a very nice looking story in a pretty short amount of time. So there are lots of ways that this can be done. You can use this, with beginning, middle, end. You might tie this into, character ed. There are all sorts of ties that you can make. And so when you're all finished, you have a couple options. The students can physically buy their book. It'll be bound. Great for gift giving at different times of the year. There is also a share button at the bottom here, which will allow you to get a link, to get embed code, and you can make that bigger or smaller. And this could actually be embedded on a website, and you can share it on a variety of social media sites. So that is Storybird. Go ahead, check it out, give it a try, and have your students create some stories today.